Hello, my name is Lucas, this is a bit of lit, and I thought I would do another tag. I haven't been following along with these tags since very early on, I suppose. I don't know when. This is an original tag, The End of Many, by Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff. It is the YZ tag. He's been going through the alphabet, creating prompts every week. And we're going to answer them to the best of our ability. Prompt number 1. Y is for YA, young adult. How would you rank the following popular YA books? The Fault in Our Stars by John Green? No. The Book Thief by Markus, Zusak? Fantastic novel. And The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins? The Book Thief is a phenomenal novel. I think it's amazing. It's really sad, but touching in a lot of ways, and I think it's a great novel. It's been a number of years since I read it, but I enjoy it. The Fault in Our Stars is just pornography, essentially, and The Hunger Games, I think the prose is severely lacking, but it's okay. The concept of it, anyway, not necessarily original, but it's all right. It's saved for me by the fact that I like those kind of stories. But otherwise, I don't think it's all that great. Z. Number 2. What do you call the last letter of the alphabet? Z, Z, or something else? Z. A few countries begin with Y and Z, like Yugoslavia, Yemen, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. Have you read a book set in a place beginning with Y or Z? Or by an author from a country beginning with Y or Z? Not to my knowledge. Hello, here. Not to my knowledge. Even in made-up places, I have no idea. Now you're down here. Now we're up. Now we're down. I don't know. I don't think so. I've definitely not read any authors from these places. But why not? You know? Y is for Yeats. Who is your favorite Irish poet? Well, it's between Yeats and Haney. I don't know. Those are the only two I really know, actually. So it's between those two. I can't really choose. The only two that I've read a decent amount of, at least. Y is for YouTube. What channels do you like to watch apart from the BookTube channels? Overly Sarcastic Productions, which is like BookTube adjacent in a way, because Red makes videos about stories, about tropes found in stories, and sometimes videos about books, or a particular story in general. And Blue talks about history, in particular Italian, medieval, I forget which age, it's been a while, Renaissance Italy, Renaissance Italian history, I think. Hello, goodbye. It's pretty cool. I haven't watched it in a while, but that's one of them. Anyway, Z is for Zero. Have you read a book about nothing in particular? Do the Federalist Papers count? I just say that because I see the book right there. I don't think I have. Z is for Zombies. Do you have a favorite book about zombies or a zombie apocalypse? I don't believe I've ever read a book about zombies, But I hear very good things about World War Z, and I do believe I will be reading that very soon. So, I don't know when, maybe next month, maybe January, but I would like to read that book. There was a time where the author came to my college and everyone was excited, but I didn't know who he was, and I'd never read the book, and I didn't care. And some people that I knew, some friends of mine, got to meet, talk to him a little bit, so that's kind of cool, but I didn't care. So, bit of a shame. I'm sure when I read it, I'm gonna love it, and then I'm gonna regret that. Z is for Zootopia. Have you a favorite book where the characters are animals, anthropomorphic, or otherwise? I've read a few books about nature that I enjoy. I don't remember the names, so I'm just gonna say Animorphs. They are humans that can turn into animals. They're kids dealing with intergalactic colonization of Earth to, at least the first one, to enslave humanity. And another species of alien comes and gives these kids the power to turn into animals. And that is somehow going... that ability is somehow enough to hold off these violent aggressors, which I think is really funny. Z is for Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. What is the connection between Zen and motorcycle maintenance? I've heard of this book, and I will never read this book. So, I think the only connection is the one that you make for yourself. I don't think it exists. Except on the title of the book. Who do I tag? You. Okay, you are tagged. All right, I was tagged. Bonus prompts. Y is for yellow. Do you have a favorite yellow book? I do. It is right here. It's also blue. The Civil Servant's Notebook by Wang Xiaofeng. I've got a Penguin edition. Absolutely. I praise this book like every other video. Book tag video. This novel is about a mayoral campaign sort of in Dongzhou City, and it shows all of the civil servants and just how much they do not care about actually serving, how they only care about backing the right person, and keeping power, and potentially moving on up with the people that they backed. And it is hilarious. It's about, it's not really an election, it's like an appointment, because it's in China. So anyway, really phenomenal. It's also based on Wang Xiaofeng's personal experience. They worked for some guy who had, well, let's just say the climax for one of these characters for the story. This guy is gambling public funds in Macau and gets caught, and there are going to be severe consequences. The author worked for that person before quitting 2 years before that happened, I believe. Phenomenal book, though. Y is for year. Do you have a best reading year? I don't know. Every year is a good reading year for me, and I don't know what would be my best. Most books, I think that was a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. But best books I've read, I don't know. This is a little bit hard. I think it's not particularly easy to gauge, but I'd say maybe a couple years ago, 2019. I think that's also the year I read the most books, or that was last year. I can't remember, but anyway, But I feel like every year is a really great reading year. As long as I'm reading and enjoying myself, no problem. Y is for yacht. Do you have a favorite book about sailing? No. Z is for Roger Zelazny. Do you have a favorite book by Roger Zelazny? I don't know who this guy is, so no. Z is for, do you get enough sleep? Sometimes. When I'm sick, I can't sleep at all at night. I will sleep during the day, but then I can't sleep at night because my head is like hurting. Maybe I take some medicine and I still can't sleep. Definitely the weekends I get the least amount of sleep. Not because I stay up late and, well, I stay up late and I get up early, I guess. I have work, but it's like, I don't know, something about it just stresses me out. It's no big deal. I get enough sleep. Anyway,